going on? Hey Shonda, what's going on? What's going on, guys? Hey, lots going on this afternoon. I was like, okay, y'all, what's really going on? Let's do a little check-in real quick and let's get into it because um a lot's going on and I can't do 3 hours. I barely probably can do two, but we gonna try and make it do what it do. Pineapples put up a video today. My stomach was hurting. That video with Jasmine and the kids singing, girl. I don't think I commented, but girl, I was dying. I was dying. If you guys have not seen the video, you guys got to go see it. Mm, so funny. Shonda, Megan, Yoon, what's going on? Pineapples, girl, you should be on timeout, but no. Um, Erica, hey boo boo. What's going on? Live, laugh, love. Megan, Taishari, I see you, boo boo. Hey. So yeah, I was watching Chrissy's live, and you know what? I don't Chrissy was waiting on that margarita. I suggest next time Chrissy wants to do a read, wait to have your drink. Don't drink and read. That's what maybe we need to know for Chrissy. Chrissy, if you go read somebody, don't drink because you were real. That was a read. Now that was a read. I was here for that read. That was a good one. And I don't know about no flowers at this moment, but it was good. It was definitely I she said what she had to say. It flowed. It was funny. It was when she slipped up and said you're a whole grown man, I died. I was like, Jasmine, are we going to just have a seat? You might just, girl, go find Fred, bake some cookies, handle your business, take a shower, girl, get it all the way together before you come because honey baby, the way your mother did you today and the way, well, yesterday, today, whatever. Now just a quick update on that. Miss Cheryl took her post down, unless I'm wrong. I think her post is down. And but what else did she say? Hold on a second. Before I'm almost trying not to laugh. But Jasmine, you got to get everybody on one accord, sis. Like it's unruly in your corner at the moment. And like girl, you might need to get everybody all together because sis, your mom, so when your mom put up that post, right? Um Further down, when she said glad you deleted me, you just with your you disrespectful ass. If a man doesn't respect your mom, he will never respect you. Now let that sink in. No Rudy poop, da da da, whatever. And then she goes further to say, which I didn't read this before. I don't know if it was in the screenshots that I had. Keep playing with me. You won't have shit. Now keep playing. And then she messaged again and said again, like, look up. I don't know what's going on. It was she texting her mother because her mother was pissed, clearly, like, stop. I don't know what you're trying to do, whatever the case might be. At the end of the day, it's like, girl, you might want to, because, if anybody knows your secrets, your mom does. Now, I'm gonna break down Chrissy's live because she said a lot in a short period of time. I mean, damn, she came out with, and how many abortions has your mother had to pay for? I fell on the floor. Okay, that was one. Which Jasmine, girl, how many? I mean, maybe three, four. I mean, Jasmine, you could have had damn 9 kids by now. For She emptied a clip on her ass. She really did. She emptied a virtual AK-47 out on Jasmine. Jasmine is on the floor somewhere trying to pick up her face. Okay. But now I'm not going to sit here and say that it wasn't messy for Chrissy to reach out to her mother. Sometimes you got to let friendships go. If the only reason why you were friends with someone or friendly with someone's family is because you had a relationship with that person, sometimes you can wish them well from afar. You don't have to be in touch. not just like, oh, Mom Dukes, okay, are you good? Like, I don't know. Me personally, someone who I do not fuck with anymore, someone who has threatened to slap me, someone who called my kid slow, aka her grandchild slow, whatever it was that Chrissy said about Jasmine's child. Excuse me, you gonna be calling my mother for what? Like, and me personally, if I was friendly with someone who my daughter was best friends with, and you talk all kinds of shit about my daughter, yeah, we wouldn't be cool like that. I might not cuss you out, but you can't go to her and give her your ass to kiss, or y'all give each other your, like, and I'm gonna still be involved. That's messy. That is messy. I'm sorry. If you guys don't think that Mom Dukes accepting phone calls or talking to strong mommy Chrissy or pouring her heart out or whatever, however the conversations went, is not messy, that's on you. I think it's messy, but that's just me. I don't think Mom Dukes, and I said this earlier, Mom Dukes is messy. Okay. She's messy, clearly. And that certified at this moment because she was talking to strong mommy Chrissy behind the scenes. And Jasmine, you need to tighten some shit up around your relationships, because the fact that your mom would be friends with strong mommy Chrissy, hey Elsie, is kind of like, really? That bitch cussed me out. She went live. Even just as of right now, Chrissy couldn't call my mom anymore. Jasmine needs to handle business with her mother, apologize, set Chris together and let him know, yeah, don't you ever talk to my mother like that again. And Jasmine, you need to, you go to visit your mother, stay your ass at your mama's house and stop trying to move Chris around. Chris came up in that house because he was probably knee deep in some other putty cat or on his way to a dick dash, and you messed everything up. Okay? He was mad. He was mad. You messed up everything. And he wasn't happy that he had to bring his 13-month-old some milk that you should have had with you. Okay? Or some sandwiches. You should, them cold ass, dry ass, stupid sandwiches you like to make, you should have had packed up. Them fruit snacks, all that damn frozen shit, a pack of wieners, something. You should have bought a pack of wieners and a loaf of bread to your mother's house so the kids could eat hot dogs and get a bag of them damn French fries. Okay. And you should have had something for the baby. I threw out about 10 different things that you should have been able to pull out of your mother's pantry, no problem, for the baby to eat. So it just boiled down to, you wanted to know where your dick was, and that's it, and that's all. The other thing about Chrissy's live is I'm gonna give some flowers on the title. Girl, fuck you. I died. That's about one of the best titles I've seen in a minute, and I was here for it, and I knew it was going to be some shits and shenanigans, and I clicked right on in, and that was it, and that's all. Oh, and one last thing, yeah, the reactors are not dumb. Thank you for finally admitting I mean, nobody needed that confirmation, but thanks for saying it nonetheless. Ain't nobody dumb over here. We sees it all. Okay. You can't come up, if you're someone who has no experience, no insight, no forethought, no, maybe even empathy, even though I may not display my most empathetic self on this internet. I've got some. I do. I care. Um, you've got to have some knowledge of self. Okay. And if you can't give like, if you haven't done anything, seen anything, experienced anything, yeah, ain't nobody coming to the yard. Okay. They're not. Is people want to hear a different idea, or they want to hear a fully expanded idea. They want to hear something. They want to hear something different about what just happened to make them like either confirm or maybe think, like, okay, yeah, that's interesting. And I think that that's great that we have a community of people who can share ideas and give you many different ways to the same, to the same instant in situation that happened. So anyway, it was a very interesting live. I was here for it. I'm glad that Chrissy got it back together and did that read, because I mean, it was interesting. Jasmine, I would suggest, Jasmine, girl, go get in that bathtub, put your pajamas on, go to sleep, and forget about it. Okay. There's no coming back from that. The only thing you can come back from is dropping all the tea. Because if you don't do it and you pussyfoot around with tuna fish tonight, I'm just going to go ahead and call bullshit and that you guys activated your stunt and your skit for Cloutmas, and you guys are coming out the gate for the last 2 weeks trying to get your content up and do this little beef, because all of a sudden Ming is going live, everybody's going live, everybody's talking about who they do not want to fuck with or talk about, and Chrissy's even giving out advice. So whatever, man. Anyway, that's my initial reaction of what happened. Um, and that's it, and that's all. I guess we'll talk about them side by side tomorrow. If Jasmine ends up going live tonight. But I do have some receipts that I pulled. I think before Mom Dukes deleted everything. I have a couple of things. I don't know if those are, I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna put them together and put them out. I don't know if they're worth seeing or not, but I did cultivate some additional receipts because it looked like when I went to Mom Duke's channel, this is what I was gonna say. Because I was like, what was the receipts amount? Um, that I think this has been brewing for a minute. Anyway, another little item. Let me mark this time. We are at the 13:30-minute mark. So I can put a chapter in here. I think the Muckers may have got married. A little birdie came to my inbox and sent me a picture from a makeup artist who had Latoya Mucker. She's been using that name for a long time. Latoya was in the chair getting very bridal looking makeup and had a bride t-shirt on. Let me see if I can show it to you. I will post it. I'll post it. Just trust me on it. I will post it. And she showed both of her sets of wedding rings. She had a new fresh manicure. And remember, they did a post about 3-4 weeks ago stating that they got their marriage license. And I know every state is different. In Texas, I don't know how long your marriage license lasts, but it lasts for a period of time. And you have to have your ceremony within that period of time, or else it's null and void, right? So it could be 30 days, it could be 14. Maybe they expanded it during COVID. I'm not sure, but they got pulled the marriage license, and so we knew that the marriage license was in the ether, right? And that a wedding was coming, but it's quite possible. I think my thought is, and I'm sure they'll talk about it, the significance of yesterday. I'm not sure what it was, but we know that they started dating sometime around this time last year. Allegedly, he could have been in the midst Thanksgiving, but it really came out sometime in December when they were kind of secretly dating, and then it came out after the first of the year. So I'm not really sure. They were not married yet. She basically took his name from the beginning. It won't last. You know what? Good. Like good either way. I don't, you know what I mean? I have no it was funny because when I got the screenshots and I tried to look up Latoya, I tried to look up former Creole Bay, right? Latoya Mucker. Girl, it's that moment you find out that your account is blocked. I was like, oh, really? Oh, okay. Anywho, but yeah, they are offline and maybe they are doing what they should be doing, which is honeymooning. Um, I didn't go looking around to see if anyone in any of the camp posted anything about congratulations to my brother, my sister. Da, 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 da. I didn't do any of that. If any of you guys stumble across that, you know who you are. Send it to me. But it's possible, more than likely, they got married this weekend, and I'm sure Erica is in a bottle of something. So just expect someone's going to be having a fantastic Christmas, and someone is going to be having a very sad Christmas, because Love by Erica, I'm sure, is very sad that her boo thing married her arch nemesis. And I would suspect Damian Cryer might feel a certain way type of too, because I think he really liked Creole Bay. And I think they both feel a little bamboozled by being handled. Another woman on the YouTube streets handling people, and the dummies of the YouTube streets falling for it, right? Latoya handled Damien. She behind the scenes handled Erica. Erica fell right for it. and Latoya helped herself to Erica's man, the second one. She'd already finished up with the first one, decided, yeah, that one, yeah. Damien seems to be a little set in his ways, even though I think he would have came out for Latoya and gave her whatever she wanted as much as he could. Something about Rakan falls for her hook, line, and sinker. All she has to do is throw that putty cat at him, and he's done. Damien is a certified player. He's got 6 kids, 6 baby moms. You know what I'm saying? He's been around the block. He wasn't really falling for it. Rakan, he was falling for it. Anyway, guys, let's get into what we're here for. I think I covered everything that kind of happened today. And but yeah, I'll have the chapters in here. So we came out with Strong Mommy Chrissy at 13:30. We were at the Muckers, and it is approximately 18. We're right at 18 minutes, and we are going to get into Keisha's live. If anybody has any cues onto where we should jump in, where was anything interesting, we're going to have to speed it up. So it won't take us a full 2 hours, but we're going to speed it up nonetheless. And let's get into it, because from what I heard, she was responding to reactors, and it could be maybe a little bit of me. I'm not really sure. Um, the word was is that someone told me that they thought that she had been watching my video and she was answering to some of the things I said. I don't know. I don't know because I didn't watch it, but let's get into it. Okay. Are you guys here for it? Um, if you're into it, make sure that you have already hit the like button, and let's get elevate the energy. I probably put out one too many videos today. And let me go ahead and share this live too. And if anyone else can share, I would certainly appreciate it. But let me pull this up, and we're gonna get into it. And let's see. Let's get right into this StreamYard. Ooh, okay. Let me make this bigger. I'm gonna keep the chat up. I don't know if you guys can even see it, just because did I make this? Yeah, because the chat loves to gather up.
Some mild wings with lemon pepper sprinkle. Y'all already know.
Okay.
And I'm a blue cheese girl. That's the only way.
Interesting.
And where's my napkin?
I'm a blue cheese
and
woman.
I got me some okra, y'all. I love
How many
okra.
of you actually
If you don't
watch
like
this?
Okra, something wrong with you. And I like fried okra and regular okra, just like in gumbo.
Okay.
I'm gonna try my best to eat cute, because I sure.
Is Santa Claus?
Well, I can't even say I
No,
be
she's
tearing my
too
wings
small
up,
for
'cause
Santa
I
Claus.
be leaving so much meat on the bone. It's not even like I ate it. But how are y'all doing? I didn't put a vlog up today. Me and Babe went to a private event, but I'm not even gonna tell y'all about it.
Okay, so let me talk on that. She went to see a screening of The Best Man. Nobody cares, sis. That's not special. Going to screenings are not a big deal. All you gotta do is get on a list. If you're plugged in, to certain circles, it's going to a movie with a bunch of people who have some sort of interest, um, either in the industry or social media, whatever. Why you would not talk about it, since they probably invited you because you were social media, but she posted it on her Instagram. So if you follow Keisha, you would already know they went to a private screening. Big deal. Okay.
Because it's gonna be
it's like
all
the fourth
y'all, all the
installment,
drama, the tea, and
the
everything about
fourth
the event.
installment of The Best
It's gonna be in the
Man.
next vlog. But since we got back late, I was like, I just kind of want to kick my feet up. I'll just probably go live with them. So here we are. Hey, Yum Yum, I got to get into it, girl. What's going on? Frederick, what's up? Amorne, hey. Rudy, Taryn, Mandy,
I hope everybody,
Jessica.
I hope everyone had a good Sunday.
Oh, that was
I
like around 8:20.
heard,
Because I be all the way behind with the comments, y'all. So I'm going to give a warm welcome to everybody, because I feel like I'm way behind. But hey, everybody. I'm glad y'all here. I try to give y'all, hey, Marcia. Hey, girl. I tried to give y'all like an advance notice that I was going to go live. Let me go down to make sure this light looking.
I'm trying to think, like, hey, Marcia. So the Bells, is she under? Oh, it's called Bells Plus 3 now, because now they've got 3 kids. So I mean, it makes sense. I just didn't know if they had officially, when they first had the daughter, it was still Bells Plus 2, And girl, nobody cares about your little fried piece of chicken. Nobody cares. Um, just stupid and dumb. Girl, she is not that girl. Yeah, exactly. It's not hard to get. I did, you know what I'm saying? I did hear the part when she was talking about, I don't have the type of channel, like I'm a vlog channel. People, vlog channels don't grow or some mess like that. And I was thinking to myself, okay. That's why some of the people that vlog actually do other things. Like, let me look, we're already talking over this. But I know she's probably not talking about nothing yet.
I'm
Let's
not getting
see.
on my nerves. But they probably can't come because
Girl, look at K Slays at TV right there. You see that? Hold on. You see right there at 255 where my cursor is. K Slays it, the weirdo from the reboot of the Mamiana with Liv and My Jazzy Life, the weirdo that was in somewhere in Alabama. They got a bunch of weirdos up in here tonight. Okay. What was I gonna say? She was talking about Marcia and okay, I have to think back on what I was talking about.
together. What y'all doing today? What y'all doing right now, rather?
Who cares?
Are y'all ready? It's I'm talking too fast. Y'all usually give me a peach drink, but I got me fruit punch. But yes, y'all. So
do you guys remember her saying that she was not going to eat in her bedroom? And every time we see her now live, she's all the way upstairs in her bed eating very messy takeout. Okay? Like, if you had a table, you got that whole bump out in your bedroom. Why don't you get a table so you can sit by the window and not eat chicken and blue cheese in your bed? I never seen her eat at the dining room table. They just got it. And the chairs are so low, they probably don't sit up high enough. A whole clown. Okay. Oh Lord, these mommies are running amok. Oh, something's going on. Hey, Twisted. Hey, Boo Boo. Yeah, the Chrissy laid Jasmine's soul to rest. If Jasmine goes ahead and goes live, oh well, she is live. You always want to talk mess because of what? Okay, we're gonna let Jasmine go ahead and talk herself out, and then we're gonna get on that as soon as she goes off. She'll talk some mess and then we get up on that. I just okay. Because she probably talking slow and she's probably mad. And then Tuna's gonna be like, oh, okay, like they're playing a game of double dutch. Okay. Let's see. All right, Keisha, what's
I'm
going
not
on
eating all that.
here?
I'm not eating all that into the corners and stuff. Actually like it, so Kiana said not me over here eating my bones barbecue as we speak. But not eating chicken in bed. Oh no, I got a food tray, y'all. I got a food tray. Unless you eating crazy, but I got a food tray. So no, we eating cute. We eating cute. But anyway, y'all, let me get into what I had to come here for.
Okay.
Cause I be going through my comments sometimes, and I just be wondering, should I be the bigger person today?
Oh my
Or
God.
thing. There wasn't really, and then a lot of people were just kind of. So I'm like one of the OGs of YouTube for real, especially like blogging, because a lot of people weren't really doing it. It was kind of like, what you do what now? Do oh my gosh, you are tell me, teach me. I've been trying to do it. Blah, blah, blah. Most people, on average, are not getting the same views or the same support or the same. I don't even know what I want to say, but really, we going strictly to views. Views as a whole, like the dynamic of YouTube has changed. A lot of people's views, like even if they're still getting a lot of.
Who is she talking to and talking about? This is the deal. There are people who are really big on YouTube and they're even bigger on TikTok and Instagram and stuff like that. At the end of the day, you telling this story to people who don't know, like some people don't really pay attention to like YouTube as a business. And I'm just going to say this. Tell that to De'Ara. De'Ara had a horrible breakup. Her boyfriend Ken was doing the most out here. You guys know all about it, right? De'Ara and Ken took a little bit of a break. De'Ara came back, put up a channel, and what happened? She was at 1 million in 9 months certified. 1 million. 1 million in 9 months. The Prince family gets damn near 1 million views inside of a week, which they've almost got 10 million. So, I mean, of course they should, right? There's plenty of people. You know, I talk about Peyton all the time. Peyton gets excellent views. A lot of the people I watch, they get good views. This one, you get 10,000 views, you got 500,000 people, you got people out here who, girl, I don't even, girl, you got people who have a very small percentage of what your channel is and does in theory better actually. So she's getting ready to go into this conversation that nobody really cares about, but I guess she's feeling a way that people were talking about channels and how people are doing, and clearly Keisha doesn't know math and statistics, and how to benchmark a bigger versus a smaller and make it both apples, even though you're talking apples and oranges, just on numbers alone, what the comparisons are, and she's feeling away.
Views is nowhere near what they were getting pre-COVID, and that's just what it is.
That's not true.
So I hate
girl,
to be the bearer of
Neek.
bad news, but it's really, really,
Life of
really, really
Neek.
annoying for
Girl.
people. And another thing, I'm a vlogger, so unless I go and intentionally do some like creative content, like content uploads on my platform, like the only people who are really watching my content are the people who are already subscribed and getting my notifications, or you know, that's just what it is.
That's not true. See, that's where the recommended comes in. If there's someone, there's people out here who just watch vlogs, right? I found Peyton. Someone mentioned Peyton to me, and I kind of put it in the back of my head. I didn't really know who she, like, I wasn't even thinking about it. I said a friend, someone from the chat basically mentioned it to me again and sent me a note with a video and said, I think you would like her. She's funny. Like, she's funny. I think you would really like her. And I clicked on the video and I watched it, and I thought she was absolutely hilarious. And I think I was watching her Vlogmas from last year and started. So anyway, long story short, that's not true. People who watch vlog channels, and I don't even do Peyton for content. I reference Peyton because I like her channel, but I don't watch her for content. I actually watch her for enjoyment. Keisha, I watch for content. She's like a job for me. Peyton, Monroe, the girls I always mention, I really like those channels. And it's not because I really like them that I don't do content on them. I watched them for enjoyment, and it hasn't crossed my mind to really turn them into content, because once you turn something into a job, it's not always as fun anymore, right? Enough on that. But
I don't create,
she's trying to make some sort of argument that like vlogging is dead.
New people come and find me, because if you don't know who I am and you just see my video pop up on your, even if you are on your YouTube Explorer or whatever it is, and you just see my random vlog come up, you don't know me. You don't, like, unless it's like a really crazy title or something, you don't care that we just went to this competition. Like, you don't care. It might be relatable content if you have a child that may want to cheer, but all in all, I don't create content that like gets a new audience, and that's okay. That is perfectly okay. Also for me,
so you don't create content that generates a new audience, but do you create content that retains the audience that you have? And I would say clearly the answer is no on that, because you are doing a slow drip decline over the last 2 years that I've been watching you. So that's a problem. Right?
I don't want to say that it doesn't bother me that the numbers are not the same, but what I will say is I'm not going to let
it shouldn't bother you, since you don't bother to create content.
It's a universal problem on the platform in itself. And that's just what it is. So it is, I'm just saying, you guys, to me or any other content creator out there, it is, if someone is creating content, I don't think it's respectful or just human decency to be sitting here saying, oh, you fell off, look at such and such, or whatever it could be. Because I get a lot of people all the time saying, oh my gosh, I don't get your notifications, or oh my gosh, YouTube did a whole new, and I don't even know what to call it. My manager told me like this was like last year when they first started making these changes behind the scenes, and they said it was going to drastically affect, and I forgot what they were trying to do. Now he told me that after it was done, that everything should kind of sort of go back to normal, but it's kind of like kind of sort of, but it's not. It's not, I don't know if people say it to like be shady, but you guys, if you just look at anybody's platform, most people's platform, most people's platform, their views are not the same as they were a year ago.
That's a lie. I think that's a lie. Now, during COVID, maybe the numbers were a little higher because people were home more, but people are still hooked on YouTube and they have it in their pocket, they have it in their earbuds, and they're sitting at their computer and they're watching and they're look, look. Let's just use Peyton again as an example. Peyton's channel has doubled since last year, me watching her channel. She hit 100,000 3-4 months ago. When I started watching her, she could have been at 50, 60,000. I don't even know, but she doubled her channel in a year because she started vlogging. She had a couple of her subscribers when she was just doing hair videos. They talked to her, I guess the year before last, and they were telling her in her comments she needed to do Vlogmas. They wanted to, see more, learn more. Girl, you're funny. Da, 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 da. She started last year when I started watching her, it was her vlog anniversary. She said that she had just started vlogging a year ago. So I got like all the way caught up over the holidays and watched a lot of her videos. And now I'm just, video comes up, notification gang, watch it, whatever. I enjoy her channel. Okay. When Keisha went to go get her breast augmentation and Keisha was talking about going to meet up with someone, and Peyton had already said in her video that Keisha was coming to town. She was getting ready to go. She was going to meet her for dinner. And, Peyton's real current with her stuff. And we saw literally she walked up, sat down at the table, and that was it. We didn't see anything else. Keisha's side, we saw a little bit more, but not much. Obviously, they had nothing to talk about. But what she's saying is not true. It's not true. I don't believe that she even sits and really talks to someone. And I'm going to tell you something. When she talks about her manager, she's talking about the YouTube managers that have been assigned to people with like 100,000 subscribers or more. And it's really just an escalated customer service person who kind of helps you navigate YouTube, because she's not talking about a business manager. She's not talking like a Chef Tony. She's not talking about like a Brianna Boa. She's not talking about any of these people who manage people on YouTube. She's talking about the YouTube customer service person that is assigned to certain channels, of which there are millions and millions and millions of channels. Not This girl does not have like girl.
That's just what it is, and you just have to be okay with it. And that's
No,
why
you
you have to
don't.
make multiple streams. Now, I can't include my Cash App since I'm so broke, so people can send me some money. So I'll do that because it's for sure Christmas time.
She's angry.
I would love to get some Cash Apps if you guys are filling up the essence of giving. YouTube used to be so fun. Yeah, it used to be really fun. A lot of people. I'm not gonna name names, but I talk to like larger content creators. And they're moving.
Look at Ming over here. Haters gonna try to hurt you any way they can, so they will make it sound like you are irrelevant. Someone talking about
like they're gonna
numbers
focus
does
most of
not
their
mean
brands,
that
most of
you
their
are
content just strictly
irrelevant.
on
Okay.
Instagram, because brand.
I had this conversation a couple of times, and specifically one time a year ago. Um, I'm not sure how it happened. I'm sure someone was obviously dragging a bone. I was talking about something, and I just referenced how um the Bells Plus 2 at the time had over 600,000. Look at the views. Look, it's the numbers. Like, it's public information. YouTube published it. It's not private, okay? It's published. It's a free platform. You don't pay for it. At the end of the day, we see your subscribers, we see the view count, right? It's public. Period. So, it's not personal. it may hurt you as an individual because that's you facing the facts of the reality of what's going on with your channel. I don't know these people. There's nothing that I'm saying at this moment to try to hurt anyone. If you feel hurt or triggered by the words that come out my mouth, probably don't watch, right? Back to Keisha's point, she really thinks that people care. Miss, you are the talent. You are here to put on whatever type of show you decide to put on. We click into it and we watch it for a period of time. And we come back, we don't come back, we watch, we don't watch, and that's it. Ain't nobody thinking about you like that. And the weirdos that do talk to, you know what I mean? Like, this is
When I
not
first started playing,
on a holiday week. It's a holiday season. This is what you come to your loyals to talk about. And it just, and Ming is here all of a sudden, Marseilla. How did Marseilla just all of a sudden drop into that chat?
platform brands were paying the most
Tell me how
for
that
YouTube
happened.
inclusions, YouTube sponsorships, blah blah blah. Now, please, a picture, a story, 3 stories, 60 seconds, please, please. These companies, they hire these big marketing teams to keep up with the time. So most people bread, like, what's her face? Jaleese. I think that's her name, or how to pronounce her name. Like, she has her YouTube content, but they just posted her somewhere. Well, they didn't post her just recently. It was like, y'all remember when I told y'all like some months ago, or maybe I don't know when it was, but Jaleese, she has 2 daughters. She just gave birth to 1 daughter. I think her husband used to play ball somewhere. But anyways, Honey made $1 million in brand deals on Instagram brand deals, not even YouTube.
So I'm going to ask this. Why are you still sticking around YouTube and just claiming a slow death? I mean, we know that Keisha is on Instagram, but if you are seeing what other people are doing, why are you just sitting around? We don't see you with these $1 million deals. I mean, are you getting $10,000 deals? I mean, it's quite possible that we know that people are making a lot of money on Instagram. Make no mistake. I've told you a couple of times, Jackie did a whole entire video on this, and talked about it quite a bit, and talks about that she, it's a long story, but Jackie Ina referenced a lot of this conversation. Why are you still sticking around YouTube then? Like, what else are you doing?
Her mom used to be so funny in the vlogs when they used to have those table talks at her house. Guess you can't show anything in the vlogs anymore, shaking my head. Well, person who, because she don't even have a name. The name of her channel is Can't Stop My Shine. So, Can't Stop My Shine. I don't know if you were like kind of like.
She's annoyed because someone referenced a time when Keisha used to do, I guess, table talks or whatever, and share more or whatever. And she's not sure if that person is trying to be funny or the person is being straight up serious, but you can tell by the look on her face, she's decided to take it in the negative rather than someone just saying, I really enjoyed the content that was on your channel at one time. I wish that you would bring it back, or maybe based on what's going on right now, I guess I understand why you don't. She's getting ready to sit here and come for someone who very well might be offended that she has decided to be offended by their comment. Like, if the comment section is bothering you, stay out of it. Take a vacation from it. Because it almost seems like when she started out saying, sometimes I go to the comment section and I don't know, is this going to be the day that I need to go for someone or not and be the bigger person? Like, these are your paying customers. At the end of the day, if someone is coming to your comment section, the likelihood is that they've watched at least a minute or two, maybe even the whole video. Be gracious. Look, I'm not going to cuss out a bunch of people in my comment section. If I don't like something someone says, just know your comment is getting deleted. But I'm not going to sit there and cuss someone out in the comments if they sat and watched my 1-hour video. That's what pays. It's not just the view, it's the watch time. Like, she's dumb. She's dumb.
But I don't know if you know this, but for an entire year, I was trolled viciously on the internet. Not only me,
Here
but
we
my
go.
family, my kids included, my mom, my boyfriend, my brands, everything attached to me was trolled, bullied, harassed, and I dealt with a lot with that. So I have to protect the people who I put on my platform. And I do that now. Like, it's almost been 10 years since I've been on this platform. So I kind of see how people have moved. Me personally, I don't know what vlog, well, I would have to go back to the comment because I screenshotted it. I don't know what comment, or I mean, what blog she commented this under, but I feel like I don't understand the issue. Me, genuinely, I don't understand.
So you have a screenshot. So you really didn't even see what context this person commented. One of your little bone collectors found it somewhere trolling other people's channels, probably someone else's comment section, and they gave it to you, and you, suffering from little tiny persons complex, decided that it was bothersome. So now you got the problem with sis because she said that she misses some content you used to do, and they're just trying to figure out why you're not doing it anymore. Let's let her read it one more time. So because I think I talked over it. Let's go.
Did you ask about the girls? And all I see is the second part. Yes, mother of two, grown people. And they said, I don't know, maybe I don't know if this part, I've gotten worse comments, but most of those people get blocked on like as soon as I see it, it's blocked. But somebody said, what have y'all done to this girl? I recently started watching again, and no offense, but this content doesn't hold my attention. Where's family Keisha with Pumpkin and the girls? Her mom used to be so funny in the vlogs when they used to have those table talks at her house. Guess she can't show anything in the vlogs anymore, shaking my head. Well, person who, because she don't even have a name. The name of her channel is Can't Stop My Shine. So, Will Can't Stop My Shine. I don't know.
Well, let's just talk about that. So this person is remembering when Keisha was a nanny, right? Keisha was taking care of Pumpkin. So maybe she's been gone for a while. She came back. Where's family Keisha? What's wrong? Like, is that a bad comment? What's wrong with this? And so now she's getting ready to go off. Okay. So now we know the context of why she's
like
going off.
Like really just, damn, like things have changed. But I don't know if you know this, but for an entire year, I was trolled viciously on the internet. Not only me, but my family, my kids included, my mom, my boyfriend, my brands, everything attached to me was trolled, bullied, harassed. And I dealt with a lot with that. So I have to protect the people who I put on my platform. And I do that now. Like, it's almost been 10 years since I've been on this platform. So I kind of see how people have moved. Me personally, I don't know what vlog, well, I have to go back to the comment because I screenshotted it. I don't know what comment, or I mean, what blog she commented this under, but I feel like I don't understand the issue. Me, genuinely, I don't understand the issue. Like, we just came from out of town, traveling. The girls are doing cheer. I mean, maybe because I'm a cheer mom and I do.
But maybe there's no issue. Maybe it's just that person is listening to someone's commentary, because clearly it didn't come from your channel because you don't know where it came from. It sounds like someone sent it to you. You were triggered, and now you think that someone is remembering the journey. They're remembering the scope of the content, and they seem to have liked you much better at a certain point, but that's not the content you do anymore. Your life has changed. What's the problem?
Care about my daughter's
I think
happiness.
Keisha is really smart. I
Like,
don't think she
times are
has
just different.
I don't
Like,
think
times
she
are
has
really
a
different.
depth of
And
understanding.
there's a lot more that goes on that you guys don't really understand or know about, which I don't give you guys those behind the
I think that
detail like I used
she
to. And that's just because people
is
just be like, even when the house, for example, when we
I think she just is very easily triggered. And if this is really not the case, perpetual victim, absolutely. But I think I got to go live tonight. Let me find some content. Let me find something, because the drama always brings the girls to the yard. Let me go ahead. Let me run with this content. Let me run with something that's negative. And then after reading it, she realized that's not really such a negative comment after all. And then she asked her people for tips. Like, and there's nothing. Well, she didn't even say tips. I'd love to have some cash apps if you guys are in the mood. What 19 minutes in, what have you done to ask people for a tip? Okay. And guys, if you're in the bushes right now, definitely make sure to hit the subscribe. These chats are subscriber only, so you need to subscribe to the channel so you can jump in. Also, make sure you're hitting the like button so that you can elevate the energy and let YouTube know that, yes, That's how you get new subscribers, because when you guys like it hits recommended for people that watch the same videos that you watch, because the computer thinks, well, if you like it, maybe the people who also watch the same stuff that you watch, maybe they might like it
We
too.
said we were buying a house.
So
People literally were making videos up until the day we finally released the house saying we bought a house. And when we released saying we bought the house, people still were doxing the house, trolling the house, having all these problems with the house that we were completely remodeling.
okay, let's just keep her honest. Who docks the house first? Your real estate agent. Your real estate agent put all of the information out about how the house was sold. It was on her website. It was on the real estate agency's website. It was all over the place. And there are people out here who love to be up in your business. And I mean, it was out there. Now, was the average Key or Don looking for it? I don't know. I don't know those people. I don't.
Just trash talking. No one wants to like put themselves or
We'll wait. Mm.
expose themselves to like negativity if they don't have to. So a lot of content creators, including myself, have limited what we share and what we give people access to. Because I feel, and to be honest, to be fair, like sometimes I go back in my mind, I'm like, let me think.
The fact that she shared so quickly when she closed on her house, that was her problem. She's so damn arrogant and self-righteous. Absolutely. It is she does have a arrogance that is a very it's palatable, you know. Like, who are you to come for me? You know what I mean? Well, let's see what's going on with this video. Did she let's see what's going on with this. So am I lagging at all? Judge Neil didn't believe her either. Let's see. Let's see if she's is she taking the video down? This is always funny. Keisha is exhausting. Girl, we got plenty
Back
other
to my old
things.
content.
Okay, here we go. I
From
was
what
about to
I
say, girl,
remember,
we got other
and I
stuff
think I
so we
have a
can
lot
talk
more
about.
of a better memory since I was the one creating the content. Like most of my earlier vlogs were not as lit as you guys keep trying to put on, or that this person and other people, not everybody. Because I remember I talk a lot, I run my mouth a lot, and I distinctly remember telling myself like years.
Just one second.
Years into doing, I don't think my vlogs really got lit per se until I got with Jeremy.
Okay.
Because at the time when I started, the person I was dating.
Okay, yeah, it's not me. It's actually her video. I don't know why it's lagging like that. Cause we didn't have that problem earlier. Let's see. Let me reset it. Where are we? We're at 2045.
That is when and like I said, I think I have the higher, like I can make the better verdict because it's my content. When I saw the peak in attention span or interest of my channel, is me and Jeremy's content. Period, point blank. The views speak for itself. People were literally, not really, my wings get cold.
So I guess
People
she has
loving our content. I don't know if it's because I was
I'll
dating.
just hit the mute button. So she has a problem with people saying about stuff with Nyasia or her past. She really doesn't see anything with her channel. She feels like her channel got the most lit when she got with Jeremy. And maybe that's true. Who cares? Like, why are you arguing that? And do you see all like did Ming have nothing better to do? You have 3 kids and a newborn baby, like one of which is a newborn. You didn't have anything else better to do but to be over Keisha's chat? That's so random. Look at these freeze frames. She looks hysterical. Until she gets real therapy to stop ignoring her issues, the internet will always take the. Look, we saw Strong Mommy Chrissy tonight telling Jasmine the same thing.
I mean, I can make a montage for y'all if you want. I can really do it and like really see. But I see that comment.
This gets so boring. I hate when this does this. I don't know. I might close it out. Let me.
So much.
Okay.
And not one of the comments ever mentioned, oh, I want to go back to when you and Jeremy were blah, 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 blah. Not to say I need y'all to confirm him being a part of vlogs.
So she does, it's like she takes umbrage to people liking the previous cast. So since Jeremy has been cast as the man in her life, she takes exception with the people who, like, I guess if you say, hey, I loved it when you were at Spelman, she's gonna take it as you think she's you don't like the content of her mommy content. You know what I mean? Like, it's weird. Did you like, that's very strange. Okay.
That's my right to decide. You know, he's been around a lot, and I'll cut the camera off. I'll clip something of him out. Even if we're doing something as a family, I've clipped him out throughout vlogging this. He hasn't told me to clip it out. He'll sometimes come in and talk to me, talk to the girls, and I'll clip him out. I don't know if y'all can kind of realize when I'm doing it, but he never, I mean, it's just because I just have made that decision. I made that decision. I don't know if people just still got beef with our relationship, but you got to let that hurt go, sis. Whoever has beef with our relationship just has to let that hurt go. And this is not meant to be negative. This is just genuinely speaking. You won't really enjoy the content anymore until you, like, if you really just let go of the past and try to move forward into where we are now. Like, oh, I haven't watched in a while and I'm back. Oh, she's still with him. Yes, I am.
So what?
With that type of energy. Because then when I say smart comments, then I mean, or things of that nature. And I don't want to be like that. And y'all don't see that in my comments anymore because I've selectively chosen block and delete, don't respond. But I'm just kind of like talking to y'all generally speaking right now because I have moved on. I have checked out from all that stuff in the past.
Look, if you guys watch Peyton, which I know some of you do, which we, obviously we connect on some PayPal stuff here, right? Did you guys watch the vlog? Was it last night? Peyton addressed the comments. Did you guys see that? Wasn't that interesting? Peyton had she had an issue. Let me see if I can pull it up because I swear to God that will be a lot more interesting. She addressed the comment. She was at the restaurant. And basically, and I feel like I've said this a million times. You don't need a reason. Okay. Peyton's at the restaurant. She gets real up close. Hold on. Let's see if we can pull this up. Because, I mean, sis. Okay. All right. Let me share this tab instead.
Comment section, right? But there are a couple of people that
Hold on. It's loud where she's at.
So I didn't know that me talking about the Meg and Tori situation would cause such a ruckus in my comment section, right?
Okay, so this is what she's referencing. Let me give you a little context. So Peyton was discussing Tori and Meg, and it was purely from I like these two artists. Meg, that Peyton likes music, and she was just saying, sometimes I feel like I have to make a choice between Meg and Tori, right? And she talked about that not yesterday, but the day before. Well, she said, I don't ever read her comments. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. I never used to read comments before I started reacting. I'm just going to be honest. Okay. I never read her comments. So I still haven't. So I guess I need to go read the ones from yesterday since now I'm referencing this story. But basically, she said it caused an uproar in her comments because people were feeling like she needed to make a choice. And they were kind of doing the old YouTube streets. Well, if you support Tory Lanez, how could you support a guy who's abused women, and you as being a former domestic violence sufferer, and how could you? And basically, it's on some. I like their music. Okay. So she's talking about this right now. It sounds a little loud because she's in a restaurant, okay? But this is what she's talking about. She's addressing the comment section, okay? Go.
But there are a couple of people that feel like I should choose a side. Like me being neutral and just wishing the best for the both of them, that makes me a bad person. It's crazy. That makes me a bad person. And it's always the people hiding behind the letter profiles that never comment, but literally sit back and wait for me to say or do something so they won't like me. You know what I'm saying? People really just be sitting back waiting on you to do something or say something that they don't like so they'll have a reason not to like you, because you just being you, that's not a reason. So because I want to be neutral and I said I don't want to have to choose sides because I support them both as an artist, that's a problem.
See, the one thing about YouTube, and now I'm talking about y'all right here, y'all, all of y'all. And it's not everybody, but a lot of times your community, there's a comfortable space, right? Where they feel comfortable with you, right? When something new is happening, sometimes you can be all cool in the gang and then something new happens, right? Like I know that when I react to Strong Mommy Chrissy, people don't like that. Like cuz there's like I could talk about Jasmine and damn Livia all day, okay? All day. All day every day. I say the wrong thing about Strong Mommy Chrissy, girl, someone's coming to set me straight. Okay. I've had a couple people come to set me straight on Meg the Stallion and Tori too. I don't care about them too. Like I really you guys know I'm a Meg the Stallion fan. Okay. Period. Tory Lanez, he's okay. I enjoyed Quarantine Radio, but I don't really care like that. If he goes to jail for 20 years, that's just what happens when you fuck around with the fuck around. Okay. Meg got shot in the foot and someone needs to be called to account for it. That's how I feel about it. Now, you can feel however you want about how I said it, but that's how I feel. How she feels is that she likes them both as artists and she would hate to have to feel like she has to choose. Well, that caused a debate in her comments. And she's also saying, you don't need a reason to not like me. She feels like people just jump on any reason to not like her. And that's true. There are sometimes you got people who just kind of watch, tolerate you, and they're just waiting for that one reason for them to no longer tune in, which I've had that too. I think everyone has that on YouTube, and that might be what Keisha's talking about.
Now, mind you, I don't know Meg. I don't know her outside of her artistry. I just know her music. That's it. I don't know if she's slept with her friends, dudes, multiple men. I don't know this. I listen to her music. That's all I know. Tori. I don't know this man personally. I know his music. I like his music. I don't know that he's abused previous girls in his relationships. I don't know that. I don't check for celebrity gossip. Like I don't keep up with celebrity gossip. So I don't know that. I don't know these people personally. I know their music and their artistry. So me.
Now, Peyton, I'm gonna just say we did see you over to the shade room on some comments. Did we not? Didn't we one day this week? We were looking at some comments over to the shade room and she was like, woo, chow. Oh, that was on Derek Jackson. My bad, sis. It wasn't on Meg and Tori. It was on the Derek Jackson situation. And we saw you over to them comments, sis.
Me
Okay.
supporting both of them. I
Okay.
just want the best for
In the
both of
shade
them
room.
as black artists. That's it. But I'm wrong for that. I should pick a side. So if I pick Megan's side, you so you cool with her sleeping with all Kelsey exes and da 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 da. I'm wrong. If I'm on Tori's side, so even though your ex-husband used to beat your ass, now you supporting an abuser. I'm
Welcome to
wrong.
YouTube.
But if I'm neutral, I'm wrong. Either way, I'm wrong. So I want to be neutral, and I'm hoping there's a positive outcome.
Well, I would say without feeling like you have to be phony, sometimes just choose your battles and sometimes you just have to not talk on a topic. Maybe you talk about it on camera, but when you get to editing, you just go ahead and get that and take that right on out. That's not being phony, that's saving your stress level. Because if it really bothers you that everybody's not cool in the gang in the comments, um just edit it. They're just edit it right on out. Don't include it. Don't include anything controversial. That's not you being phony. That's you managing your content and managing getting involved in topics that your audience would rather maybe not know your stance on. They want to know what lip gloss you like, Peyton. They want to know about the eyelashes and the wigs. They want to see your athletic wear from Shein. They want to hear the update on the BMW. That's Peyton Marie Charles. They want to hear about your next vacation. They want to hear about your daughter coming to town. They want to hear about those things. Anything controversial is going to make them feel away. That's Peyton Marie Charles. She's awesome. And I like her a lot. I bring her up from time to time just because she's a channel that I do watch and enjoy. But she was addressing the comments. So I thought it was very appropriate that I bring her up because apparently Keisha is addressing the comments. These two met about maybe was it to 9 months ago when Keisha went and had a breast augmentation. And I don't think it went bad, but I don't think it went well because Peyton typically when she meets someone she likes, she's going to feature you for at least a few, more than just 2 minutes in the vlog. And Keisha had like literally 30 seconds.
For the both of them. Mind you, I said the both of them. Not all of them, because her friend is included. I said the both of them. Something is off about this case. But because I want to remain neutral and I don't want to place the blame on anyone, I don't want to say Megan lying and I don't want to say Tori shot her. I'm wrong.
Look, I get what she's saying. So you guys get my drift, right? So Keisha is addressing the comment section, and that's what we know. Keisha is feeling away because people are referencing content she doesn't do anymore and content that also is of a different lifestyle that she used to pursue. And now she's trying to once again validate and justify her and Jeremy's relationship, but also come up with reasons as to why her numbers are slipping. And maybe people aren't checking for her like that anymore. So let's get back to it because that's what we're here for.
My lives, my content.
But definitely, I highly recommend Peyton's
been
channel. I watch her a lot.
Like I haven't been intentional with making it positive. I have genuinely done that because I selected like, okay, if I'm gonna move forward with this career, this is what comes with the territory. But then there's a way I can do it. But as far as the excitement of the content, let's just be real. It was not the era of my niece because everything that I did with my niece when she was below the age of 1, I've done 10 times more with my daughters. And my daughters like have the best personality in the world. Like they are funny. They're very enjoyable. Like even as I'm not even just saying it. Like I know they are very enjoyable. Like personalities is 3 different kids, individual personalities and as 3 sisters. Like they're very enjoyable. So that is just.
I think Peyton meets up with all the PayPals to be nice. It's always kind of like, well, I'm getting ready to go meet up with someone. I'll let y'all know, we might do this, we might do that. If, the mood is right, you know what I mean? Like, it's always kind of like, okay, we gonna see. Let's go see. Let's go check out sis.
That's just not what it is. Now, let's get to where we are now. Where I am vlogging right now, it has been a challenge to give you guys the content that I want as far as some of the effects that I want to include because someone else also told me about the aesthetics. So let's get on to the aesthetics conversation because some people be commenting like, oh,
look at Ming trying to take a place. Okay, here she goes. I'll say this as someone who's been here forever. Nothing has changed. You are you. You are growing. You are now a mother. All the videos can't be the same every day as a vlogger. We evolve. Of course, Keisha never saw that. I mean, that makes sense.
Right.
Okay.
Come on now. When has my channel ever been about aesthetics?
Girl, bye. We know that. When? Girl, that's some real right there. She said, when has my channel ever been about aesthetics? Okay, sis. Okay.
When has my channel ever been about that?
Clearly,
I say truth. Everybody's channel doesn't need to look the same. If everybody in the YouTube world vlogged or did the exact same thing, then
I'm just wondering why this isn't clear.
And then somebody's like, oh, well, there's other people who have kids who have aesthetics. And so what? What they got to do with me? Do they also have my same 3 kids? Are they also taking their kids to cheerleading practice 3 to 4 times? Like I was taking the girls to cheerleading practice 3 to 4 times a week for the last 3 to 4 weeks. They had competitions back to back, and it's mandatory for their little behinds to be there. Jeremy was like, dang, did we induct them into the army or something? Like, Jesus, like they stay at that gym. Yes. And I gotta take them. Sometimes Jeremy offers to take them, but for the most, now that competition season has started, I still continue to be the one to take them. One, because if anytime at any event the girls, I mean their coach needs me to come in to help with a routine, to do anything, which I have done that before, I just don't vlog it. And I can't share it because obviously I can't walk with my camera while they're doing a routine. But I have to just be there. I have to be the one to go in there with them. He's never going to be able to do that because that's just not. You already know he's a man, so he don't care about their little routine. He don't know their routine. I know their routine by heart, their parts and everything. So in case they ever need me, now it's competition season. I have to be the one to take them in case they're like, "Oh, mom, come in." Blah 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 blah. So that's just the biggest thing. And then I want to be there because those are my kids.
So you're saying to help facilitate for your kids, because you're not saying that they need you to help run the clinic. That's not what you're saying, I would hope, right? They don't need you to run their business. They need you to be there as the mom to help with your kids stay on track. Is that what you're saying? Maybe if their father was there, they would need that support. Maybe with mom there, they know that they can kind of be a little mischievous if that's the case. I don't know. Maybe if dad's there, they're going to tighten up, handle business, and people can get out on time and get back home. Who knows?
Wouldn't have it any other way. This is cheer. I did cheer, but this is just something that as a mom I have to do. But my vlogging sometimes may have to suffer, and that's okay because this is still reality. And I'm not going to subscribe to this notion that I want to fake my content, or I mean, I already do less is more. I really only vlog 3 times out of a week now. I've only been vlogging more consistently because of Keisha and Vlogmas, and Keisha we already know. But also in the house, we still have things that need to be done. So I would rather reveal it in the proper video to reveal it. And that's just me, my prerogative. And I'm finding a way to roll with the punches. So that's just kind of what that is.
This is my thing though. Why don't you stop over promising and under delivering? Why don't you stop doing that? Why don't you stop telling people that you are going to do a home tour and your home tour is almost 2 months late? Why don't you stop telling people that you're going to show off some big, elaborate, expensive, ginormous, super fantastic birthday gift that has never come to the light of day? Why don't you stop telling people things that you're going to do that clearly you're not going to do? We don't care either way. But when you tell people you're going to do things and you don't do them, some of your subscriber base is going to ask questions, right?
Already at a disadvantage.
What's
I got
wrong
3
with
kids. She
that?
got 1. I would never be able to be like Raven Elise. I don't want to be like Raven Elise. She's a sweet them in case they're like, "Oh, mom, come in." Blah 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 blah. So that's just the biggest thing. And then I want to be there because those are my kids. So I wouldn't, have it any other way. This is cheer. I did cheer, but this is just something that as a mom I have to do. But my vlogging sometimes may have to suffer, and that's okay because this is still reality.
Shanta.
And I'm not going to subscribe to this notion that I want to fake my content, or
Hey,
I mean, I
Jamie
already do
Jacob.
less is more. I really only vlog 3 times out of a week now. I've only been vlogging more consistently because of Keisha and Vlogmas, and Keisha we already know. But also in the house, we still have things that need to be done. So I would rather reveal it in the proper video to reveal it. And that's just me, my prerogative. And I'm finding a way to roll with the punches. So that's just kind of what that is. Haters are going to try to hurt you anyway so that it sounds like you're irrelevant. People do. I mean, like I said, tell a friend to tell a friend. When you see my content, if you love my content, when I post.
So she read it wrong. Haters are going to try to hurt you any way they can, so they will make it sound like you're irrelevant. She said relevant. Look, no one needs to take something a stranger says personally. I mean, you shouldn't let it transform you, but whatever, she can do what she wants.
Post my content, or if you see a part of my content, post it on your thing, comment, engage, interact. All of it will make sense soon enough. Not tomorrow, not to when I tell y'all something happening, y'all be on my ass. Like, then you say, I said it's gonna happen. Like, Jesus, that's why I can't say too much. I already got 3 kids. I can have internet babies that I got to think about too. With all due respect. Raven Elise talked about
this is my thing. Where is that energy in the vlog? Like this energy that Keisha is putting out right now, not so much I don't give a fuck, but just kind of like the realistic approach to what is actually really happening. Why do you act like a deer in the headlights, like you don't know what's going on? I mean, she's not fully informed, in my opinion, but What I can say is this: where is this energy on a regular basis? Where is the energy of the person who felt like she was being accused of shoplifting the other day? If something is happening that you know is not happening, where is the energy to not fall for the gaslight? If that's what you feel like people are doing for you or to you. Like, I'm hearing a different energy that I don't think is accurate. Now, this is the comment. Raven Elise talked about this too. It's like you got to be super extra now to be popping. Raven did a video, and I don't think that that's what she meant. That's not what she was talking about. Raven was talking about the fact that Raven's been on here for 14 years, and this is the first year in 2022 where year over year she will have not made more money. She is probably breaking even with YouTube, but she's not making more. Did she lose money? No, but it's going to be somewhere where it's kind of like, oh, I didn't get a raise this year. And she's realizing that, you know what, I've had a good run. There's a lot of people who haven't been at their jobs for 14 years. I've been doing this since I was a teenager, and I've been doing this for 14 years now. This is the first time I'm not netting over what I made the previous year, and that's a concern. So am I topping out? Am I plateauing? What do I need to do to change my business dynamic? Well, we see what she's been doing, right? Raven has done a lot. Raven has done a lot. So the fact that this person is bringing this up, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. And okay, sis, that's very nice. But Raven is in a whole different stratosphere from Keisha. Also, she has a very deliberate approach to what she's doing. And I showed you last week, which she did drop the Christmas video, and we'll watch a little bit of it tomorrow. If you don't go watch it now, go watch it, and then we can just kind of talk about it. But it looks beautiful. And but Raven has her mother who manages her entire business. She has an actual influencer manager who gets out, seeks out, and secures other jobs. And she also has an assistant, a legit assistant, also her sister too, who works with her. She has a legit team. When we dipped in on them last week, they were on their way. They had just checked into a hotel where they were going to have a planning session for 2023 and a retreat to plan out 2023. I don't think Keisha has planned out tomorrow. Okay.
This too is like you got to be super extra now to be popping. And I believe it. I didn't see this particular video, but I definitely believe. I mean, people have told me, oh, you need to be more like Raven Elise. How? We're already at a disadvantage. I got 3 kids. She got 1. I would never be able to be like Raven Elise. I don't want to be like Raven Elise. She's a sweet.
So a disadvantage is the fact that you have 3 kids? You're already a decent. So to be more like Raven Elise, you think that means be a carbon copy? No, you be yourself. What they're saying is be more like Raven, avoid the bullshit and stay focused on what really matters, producing content that makes coin.
Girl, met her, talked to her, great person. And when I have seen her content, great content. But me, Raven Elise doesn't have a hair company and managing multiple other people's careers.
Oh, Raven doesn't have a hair company? I think she used to. She might not anymore. But Raven used to sell hair. She used to sell a lot of hair.
But she's bomb. Like, don't get it twisted. She's bombing what she does. But I just, we're already different.
Raven
she doesn't
sells
have
wigs, doesn't she, guys?
She doesn't have my day-to-day. She doesn't. She's like, there's a lot of different things. Now, I do know she's like doing some property stuff or whatever it is. She may have a different team. I don't have a team. Do I want to get a team? I don't think so.
Okay, she does not. Okay, she finally said it, guys, at mark 29:59 for all of you guys. Keisha does not have a team, guys. There's no team. When she talks about the YouTube manager, she's talking about the person who works for YouTube. It's not a manager. When she says a manager, it's not a manager like Chef Tony is her momager. No, she does not. Okay. Are we there? Keisha has admitted, Keisha has said she does not have a team. She's doing this on her own. Okay. Let's just run it back let's just run it back.
I tried the assistant thing last year. May have a different team. I don't have a team. She's like, there's a lot of different things. Now I do know she's like doing some property stuff or whatever it is. She may have a different team. I don't have a team. Do I want to get a team? I don't think so. I tried the assistant thing last year. Only when I had Lex, everything was good. But now my demands of my assistant are just a bit much more. So I think I probably would want to go back down the avenue of having someone I know, because you have to be around my kids. And a lot of the issues that I can have with an assistant, most likely your mistake will come to with my kids. Most likely. I mean, your work ethic probably too, but I just don't want my kids around too many people. And then you just don't know how people move. And yeah, so I ain't gonna even speak too much on that. DDG even spoke about how YouTube changed and it affected a lot of huge platforms. If you notice, most of the larger content creators have moved on. Yes, they have. They've most certainly, like,
Oh my God. Okay, can I speak on DDG? Okay, DDG, you know why DDG got off YouTube? Because YouTube was going to affect, even though YouTube helps with his music, YouTube, he did feel like doing too much takes away from the music. Do you see Queen Naija doing what she used to do on YouTube? No, she's still around. It's a very different situation from what she used to do with Chris Sales, and it's very different from what she used to do before all of her hit songs, right? So she's made a lot of money on YouTube. She's made a lot of money selling her music. Queen Naija does not have the same type of channel. DDG does not do what he used to do on YouTube. YouTube helped him get to where he wanted to be, to sell music and to be recognized as an artist. He still drops because he knows he's got loyal fans, but he does not do what he used to do. It's not that YouTube changed. He changed. He got rich. He got famous. He got viral. They had to change. Come on now. Like, Keisha, tell the truth. But I don't think Keisha, she knows a lot about YouTube, obviously. But I think what she knows about YouTube, she knows to support her arguments about YouTube.
I went myself to go look at
No,
some of my
ma'am.
faves because I haven't even
I don't
checked
buy
in with them in
that.
so long. Life happens, things happen, people's agendas are different. But YouTube as a whole has changed. It's not that some people are falling off. It's
Yes.
YouTube as a whole has changed. Some people are still doing great or are getting better. But YouTube as a whole has just changed. So it's kind of like you either figure it out. If I want to start dedicating my time to, like, okay, for a whole 6 months, I'm going to do this type of specific. Now, when I do my house tour, that's what I'm focusing on right now, is getting this house together so that my house tour can be and it ain't even for y'all. It's not for y'all at all. I could give it F less, honestly. Of course, I'm going to be appreciative when people are saying this, but I'm not going to lie to y'all. This has been my most financially stressful years of my lifetime.
So instead of fully documenting it, instead of giving this same energy and documenting the fuck out of this, getting some GoPros, putting them up all over the house, looking at the transformation, filming an hour of time lapse every single day for the past year, she is building up to a tour. That's it. Nothing of the transformations. She could have been doing a multitude of videos and didn't bother. So you're building up to this as kind of a yearbook, as kind of a commemoration of the transformation, when you should be looking at this as the business that pays you and using this for content rather than using Jeremy's penis, his son, Lily, these damn trollish ass weirdos you got in your fucking chat, all that shit. Okay.
If we want to go back in time, last year, me and Babe lost 2 houses. We lost 2 houses. Like, we were at closing day on one house and weeks away from closing on another house, and we lost both of our earnest money. We lost $12,000 last year. I still had to vlog my content. I still had to keep a strong face. Y'all didn't even know we were in.
You didn't lose earnest money. You walked away. Remember, she told the story of the house that they wanted to get, and they realized, I guess, either it was too small or it would need too much work, something, and they walked away. They broke the deal. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could say you lost money, but you canceled the contract. One house, I think, got scooped out from underneath them. Another one they went to contract on, and I think they realized it just, whatever it was about the house they did not want to do or didn't think it was worth it, and they backed out of the deal. So hell yeah, you lost your earnest money. That's why you shouldn't have put down, well, maybe they had a requirement of you to put down 12, and okay, well, too bad, so sad. You should have been, let me tell you, anybody in this chat right now, you're going to buy a house, you better be damn sure before you put that earnest money down, because earnest money won't come back. Okay. That's why if you can get away with putting down $1,000, $5,000, yeah, before you start putting down 5 figures, you best to be ready to know that whatever you put down, and really you can almost put down what you want unless the seller has like, we want 2%, we want 5%, we want 10%, whatever, right? If they put a stipulation out there, you got to come with it, right? However, you decided to put down $12,000 and walk away, well then you're operating like people who got it like that. Okay? You could have just burned that money up.
In the process of closing, we were so happy, so thrilled to almost share this process, the exciting news. And we get to the closing table. Well, we didn't even get to the closing table. On the way to the closing table, and the lady said, "I'm not selling my house no more." And we lost it. The attorney, the realtor at the time, was not as savvy as the realtor Kira, who we eventually closed with. A whole bunch of other technicalities.
So somebody walked away. They can cancel the contract. They can cancel the contract. You should have gotten your money back. So the people that walked away, the people that decided not to sell their house anymore, you could have sued them. That's number one. Number two, you should have got a full refund. Now, when they walked away, no, they did not. They were not owed a refund.
So that's how we end up losing the earnest money, because some people are like, "Oh, you should have got it back," and she walked away. No, it was other stuff with the contract that our realtor did not overlook to make sure, or he overlooked and did not make sure certain things. So anyways, lost to.
Oh, okay. So there were some more stipulations. The person decided they didn't want to sell to you. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like either you did not fulfill something. Let's listen a little bit, because the devil's in the details. Let's listen to this.
Has changed. It's not that some people are falling off. It's YouTube as a whole has changed. Some people are still doing great or are getting better, but YouTube as a whole has just changed. So it's kind of like you either figure it out. If I want to start dedicating my time to, like, okay, for a whole 6 months, I'm going to do this type of specific. Now, when I do my house tour, that's what I'm focusing on right now, is getting this house together so that my house tour can be and it ain't even for y'all. It's not for y'all at all. I could give it F less, honestly. Of course, I'm going to be appreciative when people are saying this, but I'm not going to lie to y'all. This has been my most financially stressful years of my life.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Last year, me and Babe lost 2 houses. We lost 2 houses.
The lie detector determined
closing day
that
on
was a
one house,
lie.
weeks away from closing on another house, and we lost both of our earnest money. We lost $12,000 last year. I still had to vlog my content. I still had to keep a strong face. Y'all didn't even know we were in the process of closing. We were so happy, so thrilled to almost share this process, the exciting news. And we get to the closing table. Well, we didn't even get to the closing table. On the way to the closing table, and the lady said, "I'm not selling my house no more." And we lost it. The attorney, the realtor at the time, was not as savvy as the realtor Kira, who we eventually closed with. A whole bunch of other technicalities. So that's how we end up losing the earnest money, because some people are like, "Oh, you should have got it back," and she walked away. No, it was other stuff with the contract that our realtor did not overlook to make sure, or he overlooked and did not make sure certain things. So anyways, lost 2 houses. So we lost 12,000. I still had to do my job. On top of, you guys know, the harassment that I was dealing with, the multiple attorneys.
The lie detector determined
I had to hire
that was a lie.
3 different private investigators to locate my biggest troll, which was very expensive and just stressful.
There we
and
go.
Then
All
I
right,
had to go to
Keisha
the courthouse
Anderson
several
versus
times, which I
Latoya.
still to this day
I'm
never
here.
talked about, never
Thank you,
to
Miss.
file
Anyone here
charges
for
on
Keisha
people who
Anderson?
can
All right, not hearing any announcement for Miss Anderson.
continue at that
Last
time
call
to
for
harass
Keisha.
me and still had to do my content. Do you guys see these?
Girl, take a breath. Number one, how do you file a lawsuit against someone? This is the one question I would love to know. Keisha, if you're listening, how do you file a lawsuit against someone and don't show up? Okay, can you tell us that? Can you tell us that? And how do you file a defamation lawsuit on someone else using the strength of some drug allegations in a city that you might not want to bring that up? Can you, if someone wants to run that back, can you get us the answer to those burning questions?
These people who keep popping up on social media every day with the rest in peace because of suicide or because of various things that they're dealing with, that people are not understanding.
Okay.
Like, you just
Tell
don't
us
know. And for
that.
so long on my platform, I have been rolling with the
Okay.
punches and vlogging through the mess and vlogging through real shit that you don't really have to deal with if you're not on the forefront of social media. Real shit, y'all. This is real shit. And I gotta, people are expecting me to get my job done, pick up this camera, and make y'all's day better, to entertain y'all and make y'all's problems go away. But what happens when
There's more to that story, the lady not selling the house. I feel like she's talked about that before. I do know that they did walk away from a house. That's one. And if you walk away, you would lose your money. Any real estate agents in Georgia, let us know. They do that earnest money thing here too, where it's like you got to really be careful before you put money down. Uh, someone just walked up on me. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So, the person who decided not to sell, I'm just wondering if they had some last minute negotiations and they wanted something more. They wanted a different type of closing. They were trying to get a reduction in the price of the house, something. They had to have been asking for something for someone who is actually the fact. I mean, anyone here who's ever sold a house before, for you to be at the point of almost closing and for people to aggravate you to the point that you'd say, you know what, I'm not selling, they must have been getting on their last nerve. And at the end of the day, with this housing market, yeah, if you're going to get on my nerves, all I got to do is put this bad boy up for sale tomorrow and have like 10 offers. So at the end of the day, yeah, there must have been something that was wrong, something in their financing, something maybe they needed extra time. That's something that maybe their money was funny and possibly their financing hadn't been completely approved and the other people are on a timeline. Who knows? But those are the main things. It had to be money or some sort of repairs for someone to who's selling a house to say, I'm not selling it to you anymore. Like, this is too much trouble. And for you to not get your money back, there was something y'all did. Because if you don't get your money back, technically the law would be saying that you walked away from the deal.
That person has the weight of the world on their shoulders. And that's how it was. And I never complain. I've never come to my platform and complain about that. But imagine how that feels after years of doing that. And I'm talking about a good.
She just talked about Raven, but I don't know if she's going to talk about her again.
Getting stuff off my back
hey,
at this point.
Cuteness. Hello,
but
everyone coming in.
I was like, I went into
preterm
preterm labor, you guys. I had to go to the NICU for 2.5 months to be there for my children while recovering from a very crazy C-section. At that, dealing with God knows what in my personal life, and still I had to be everyone else's pride and joy. I had to come on here, and people try to mock mental health. People really try to use my past childhood experiences against my current state of my mental health. If you want to know what resilience is, hello, where's the frame? Somebody give it to me, because they need to frame me and put resilient across my head. Because when I say I can't even believe the strength I've had prior to me when I first started my platform and how fragile I was to now, like literally pushing through each time, to lose over $200,000 of brand deals and not one time come to y'all with a charity story and ask y'all to support me and my kids. All I asked
today you asked for some cash apps, and a couple of days ago you said go ahead and send your kids some gifts.
Y'all to do is show up, support my vlog, still watch my channel. I never came on here with no cash app or no handout for nobody to take care of my kids when people were laughing amongst them.
Girl, this live started 35 minutes ago, and about 3 minutes in, you said you wanted some cash apps if anyone was in the. Ooh, I'm sorry, Strong Mommy Chrissy. You said you wanted anyone who was willing to go ahead and send you some cash apps, ma'am. You just said that.
Themselves on platform after platform after platform after platform, celebrating my demise, celebrating people taking food off my $200,000 worth of brand deals lost, and people were celebrating that. And still to this day, people use what happened then as a means to further say, see, now look, she's falling off, because you all feel some sense of glory and some sense of satisfaction to see not only someone who has not done anything to you personally, or damn to any of the people who was even a part of it, it's a whole nother thing, but to celebrate my children losing out. So losing $12,000 last year. This is last year. $200,000 of brand deal.
I'm gonna just Ming, come on now. And Ming is down here talking about, let me scroll this up. This is only in the Black community. Let me tell you something. I watch a channel. Let me show you guys. Let me hit you up to a channel. Where is it? Oh, hold on. She's a reactor. And there's more. Who watches the dude named APOC? Okay. Let's flip to this one. YouTuber headlines, okay? Subscribe, okay? You see all these people? You see all these counterparts? Okay? Brianna K, breaking FTC guidelines. Aaron Williams, this is someone, I mean, these are big YouTubers. Aaron Williams has a 5th child. Tiffany Beatson called out by viewer. YouTuber headlines, weekly rundown, okay? YouTuber headlines, Saturday rundown, okay? Okay. Jordan Cheyenne deleted everything. Jordan's page, multi-million-dollar home. Love Meg before YouTube versus now. Okay. Let me show you this.
Just wanted to show y'all me because I'm looking good.
Okay. So this is Love Meg. I don't know if you guys know her. She's on Instagram. She's a pretty decent sized YouTuber. Okay. They used to live in a trailer. YouTube. She does now cleaning videos. She's got a beautiful home. All the things. YouTube. Her husband doesn't work anymore. All the things, right? YouTuber headlines. What is her name? Gosh, if I hadn't this I don't know if any of you watch her. Gosh, what is her name? I can't even think of it. But the channel's called YouTuber Headlines. And
Julie really needed it. So
okay,
YouTubers don't necessarily share their reality online. They only share what they want to share. They share things they won't be judged for. They share things they won't
I think
be
it's Harley.
critiqued for. So don't for 1 minute think that anybody's life is perfect, because it's not. This post was made on Facebook before she started YouTube. Once she got on YouTube, I never heard her talk about spanking her children. If I'm wrong, let me know down in the comments, but I've never heard her talk about spanking her children. I also want to talk about a comment that she made in one of her most recent videos. And you guys, people cannot relate to this. I can't even tell you how many comments I've seen about this and how many messages I've seen regarding what she said in her video. Viewers say that Love Meg has no understanding of a real job. Real people have to get up and go to work every day.
Okay, so sound familiar? I mean, okay. We talk about the same stuff over here. All right. There are reaction communities everywhere. How Ming, with over 600,000, can sit up here and say this is only in the black. No, it's not. Ming, stop it. You know, all of this, I hate hearing when people say all this stupid stuff. Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. I hate hearing all this. I mean, it's aggravating to me to hear people it's like low key trying to trying to close the loop rather than, hey, this is systematic on YouTube. There's lots of reaction channels. People will critique you and I don't know. I'm calling Ming out for this at 3611 on her on this video. This comment is trash. It's not true. I've just debunked it, and that's it. There are plenty of reactors. There's plenty of reactors that talk about people's husbands, their man, their this, their that, their kids, their habits, their finances. Anything that is shared on this internet that a reactor feels like talking about, trust and believe. I don't care if you're Chinese. I don't care if you are Latino. I don't care if you are from you're Arab, you are from Africa. I've seen plenty of African reactors, commentary channels, all of it everywhere, okay? All of it from everywhere.
I had to take a major pay cut on my vlogs to try to get my mental health together to even come and pick up a camera. So that was another form of a pay cut. Couldn't do no marketing for none of my business or nothing like that. So that's another form of a pay cut. And still take care of my family, take care of my mental health, take care of my kids, most importantly. And to do that,
do you guys think she got $1,000 in cash apps?
No, the train is still a chugging. I'm still out here making it. Numbers are not, because like I said, I have never come on here and said, hey, you guys, like, I've been through this as a mom.
Look at this.
Can you like?
I'm
no,
sorry, Ming. This is only happening in the black community, by the way. I call bullshit. I hate that for us. Ming, why are you like, I'm trying to figure out, why is she even in the chat? Meanwhile, she just put up a video the other day with Lily. Lily went to go see her in Houston. Why are you trolling in people's chats? You don't have a video to go make? You don't have a collab to go do? But you're going to go spread the bad news of misinformation? That's not accurate information, ma'am. It's not just the Black community. I could pull up 3 more reaction channels right now if I needed to. Period. There's plenty of white people that talk about these mommies. There's a biracial girl someone sent me the other day who was saying that Liv gives biracial women a bad name, doing all kinds of reactions on her. Period. Yes, Elsie, we can see you, boo-boo. Okay. See, Keisha got a bee in her bonnet. I don't know, but someone got her started, and damn it, I don't know if we're going to finish this.
I just had to figure it out. I had to figure it out. And I've had to take losses myself to figure it out for my kids. And people don't get that. People don't understand that. And then you leave sideways comments like someone doesn't have feelings or that someone isn't supposed to. Well, no, I take that back. You want somebody to feel some type of way. But kind of it just makes me realize more and more and more why I have to.
So those of you just coming in, earlier she read a comment. Someone said, wow, I'm just now coming back here and I missed the days of blah, blah, blah. I'm paraphrasing because I don't even remember. She read it from her phone. She may have even made it up, but she says that it was a comment that was left somewhere, not on her channel, but something that someone ran back to her. And this is what she came live on. Like, it's the holidays. Your subscribers have turned out to come see you to hear about what's going on and maybe what's coming up for next year, you know, in whatever you felt comfortable with sharing. But you come with the shits every time. It's like, damn. Look at someone, Miss LJ G to G. You so strong.
Continue to seclude my personal life from the platform because there are some people lurking in the bushes waiting to come out with their knife. There's some people waiting to continue to try to push me down. Like, I've dealt with a lot of stuff behind just this career. Imagine you going to your job and this is the type of bull issue you got to deal with. And don't talk about no change of career path.
Look, I wouldn't go to my job telling people that my man had a baby on me. I wouldn't go to my job and create content around a book to throw someone under the bus because you feel away because your man had a baby on you. I wouldn't call my mom a nanny. I wouldn't have told people when I was closing on my house. Okay? And I didn't. I vlogged when I closed on when we closed on our house and all of the events surrounding it, and I put it up probably about a week later. By the time those videos posted, we'd already been in our house for a whole entire week. That was that on that.
Let's not get there. TikTok is taking over the world. It really is.
You wanted people to know what your business was.
But now I watch Coco Melon working for playing Roblox with my oldest. That's real. That's real. That is real. That is real. But yeah, like I said, this has been one of my most financially stressful years. Like, we went through, I can't even count on my hands how many contractors we have been through. We about to have 3 new sets of contractors coming in a few days. I get into it a little bit more on the vlog that y'all about to see.
Oh, I can't wait.
And y'all hear that noise?
Gonna be...
I need to tell babe to change that battery. But yeah, they didn't send
We've been hearing the noise because
I went to go test it the other day. Remember when I was on that wallpaper? So I had the letter. So I thought I tested it and the test came back good, but maybe it's another fire thing around here somewhere that needs to be tested somewhere. Because the dang on police department sent me a letter about the fire. What is it called? The warning. What is it called? All because I was pressing the fire alarm and it set the alarm off. Because I was trying to see if the battery needed to be changed right there. Oh yeah, the false alarm reduction program. So now they didn't send me a damn false alarm reduction. I was like, what is this coming in the mail? Somebody need to enlist my house in the alarm reduction program before I get a fine. But it's crazy because when I moved out for the first time, y'all, my very first apartment when I was in college, I got like 2-3 fines for calling they said calling the police without a reason is a you get a fine for that.
Girl, she's a certified Karen.
My alarm went off. Okay, so if your alarm goes off, obviously you have nothing. And this time I didn't have cameras all around my home. So now if something goes off, I got cameras, I got that camera, I got all this stuff around so I can check, figure it out. At this point, I have no cameras, so I'm just going based off the alarm. I go run into the closet in my room, and when they call saying, "Hey, you want us to send somebody?" Hell yeah, send somebody. I don't know what that is. It ain't my roommate. And then when they come and find out, the door just opened. One of my doors on the inside just opened on its own. Now I got to pay a fine for bringing them out. Y'all was like, "What? This is about some crap." If they really think you're basing your entire livelihood off one platform, they're delusional. Girl, you're doing just fine. Girl, keep going. Thank you so much. But yes, I definitely have to protect myself. But more so just to protect them. I already saw how people were coming. I've been seeing how people be coming. Maybe these old ass people, like, I can't even say grow up. I need to say, like, maybe you need to, I don't know. It just probably be people weren't raised with love and the affection that they need. And then boom, here you are talking crap, looking down, bullying kids, all that unnecessary stuff. It's so sad that you even have to deal with that.
Girl, bye.
No, I don't really know what the trolls up to these days. Probably just, you know, in the bushes. Just leaving comments and stuff.
Girl, okay, look, guys, we are at 41:30. If you guys would like to continue with this, if it's worth it, we can do probably a 3-parter. But we will have to resume this because this is there's more pressing things going on. I think Jasmine has been crying. You know, strong mommy Chrissy served her up. So we can do a little bit more of this tomorrow. If Keisha's dropping a video, maybe tomorrow night or Tuesday. But maybe tomorrow night. She said that she was going to be going into some detail about the contractors. So maybe we meet up again tomorrow night and we take another little 30-40 minutes and get into the new video because girl, we're only 40 minutes in and there is still, how long is this, my lord? 2 hours and 17. So I mean, we are really right at still about another hour and 40 minutes. So we're gonna have to take probably about 45 and 50 and or maybe we'll speed it up, of course. But yeah, we're gonna have to return on this. What do you guys think? Obviously financing issues. Okay, yeah, let's go through these comments because I can't stand to listen to anything more. So this first part 1, we are understanding Keisha is very sensitive to the comments. Sis is hurt. And she's hurt because she doesn't know where all the critique comes from. And she says her channel hasn't been more lit since Jeremy joined. And she seems to take umbrage of the people who really miss her days as in the LGBTQ community. She says she's still an ally. She said that previously, but she doesn't understand. And I think she is offended by people talking about the earlier years. She wants people to be into the Jeremy years. Like she reported Ashley's ex for mental health issues. She's a wreck. Also, how she was behind the scenes. Keisha, were you not in the bushes trying to get Brilliant Bree to drop tea? Were you not in the bushes pretending to be someone named whomever, dropping videos from inside your house when Ashley came to visit? Keisha, stop it. Hold on, let me.
The lie detector determined that was a lie. The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Girl, stop lying. And this lawsuit that you filed, sis, you weren't serious about that. Who is serious about a lawsuit and doesn't show up to court? I mean, can you make it make sense, sis? Make it make sense. You were not serious about this lawsuit. You were trying Toya Talks Gangsta and she showed up. You weren't expecting her to bring what she brought. And because clearly no one in your camp has any sort of critical thinking, when you ran by them what your case was going to consist of, somebody, anybody, whoever you talked to, thought, like, I don't know if they were just playing you. They made you think it was a good idea to run with that case. First of all, to file a defamation lawsuit in small claims court for not even yourself. There was no defamation against you. You were running with a cap-a-lot defamation on your man, revolving around some drug allegations that actually did have some legs. He was looking very sus at the gas station, having a very sus conversation in the public domain, being filmed, and looking sus and slow. Also, his social media. So, who defend? Like, who? Say what now? Okay. All right. So anyway, that's her karma. Yeah, girl, it's a whole mess. Like, sis, do you need a cookie? Maybe she ran out of muscle milks. I don't know. Where did I leave off? I don't know, but girl, this whole argument, sis, it's not good, honey. It's not. And you losing money, you're talking to people who've lost jobs. You've lost money, you were still able to buy a house this year. There's people out there who may have an eviction notice. There's people out here that you're asking for cash apps that are just sending you because you know what? They want to fit in. There's people in your chat right now, they don't have a friend. And they know that if they can stick out a little bit in your chat, well, then they've got some place to come. They've got some entertainment. They've got some camaraderie, and it makes them feel good. Okay. So I don't know. I don't know why she thinks to try to take advantage of people and pull at their heartstrings. But girl, you need to stop. Okay. You need to stop. Let's scroll down just a little bit more and finish up. Let's see where we're at. Keisha, I'm throwing this all in the dumpster. No high-end brand, no, because she's not even approaching them. I mean, Monroe Steel doesn't even have 100,000. She's worked with Fendi. She's worked with so many different brands, all different kinds of beauty brands, home brands. She did an Amazon drop. Janae with Hilo Lux, Karen Britchick. These are people I mention all the time. They've all done Amazon drops. Where's your Amazon drop at? Hi, Ivory. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Keisha is not even about the kids. Most of the money would have went to you and the babes' shoes and clothing, so stop it. If you never had something, you cannot lose it, right? Okay. Bailey, she keeps saying you all, but talking to her donkeys. Her donkeys. I get it. I like that. That's so funny. Not 2,500. She's at over $200,000 in brand deals. You ask for someone to send you a juicer. Okay. Thank you. Okay. It's CC6. LC. Yes, she is crying and she can't fake the funk off a dying channel. Look, she has to realize, I don't know why Ming was coming through capping for her, but whatever. You know, and I like Ming actually. I was trying to tell you about something that happened last year. Ming got the notion that I was kind of downing her channel and someone ran it back to her. And what it really was that I was having a conversation just about channels in general, and I brought her channel up. The way it was served up to her that I was trying to down her, but at the end of the day, I was just talking about the numbers, sis. The channel sub counts are public, the views are public. No one, like, if you happen to take that shit personal, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, people could have the same conversation about my channel. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. I could do a video on a current event and it's not and have a great conversation with a great chat, And you guys might not be here for it because some of you guys are only here for this. Some of you guys are only here for that. There are few people who are here for everything, right? At the end of the day, some videos are going to do better than others, and that's just the way it goes. And you have to be mature. Every video is not going to be on trend with your trend. You cannot benchmark yourself against other people. If people benchmark you against other people, that's what they're doing. So be it. They're just looking at overall synergy. But at the end of the day, what she could have said in 2 minutes rather than 30 is, I'm running my own channel. I run my own content. Everybody's running their own race. At the end of the day, this is just where I'm at right now. And this is what my channel is doing. If and when I get the energy to want to do more or change it up, I'll do that. But, she didn't have anything else to talk about. So she went ahead and got herself all worked up for the evening, got herself all pissed off, and started bringing up some old shit that nobody really wants to hear about, which is her complaining about not making enough money. The fact that you're telling people that you lost 200,000 in brand deals and were still able to close on a house and still able to do some of the things that people have seen you do. Like I say this all the time, there are people who are clocking in for a shift. There are people who are waiting for buses. There are people who barely have enough. And you are talking about still being able to do what you needed to do, even in the face of losing over $200,000. We don't know if that's even true or not, but that's what you're saying. She's not even absorbing that there's people out here who, like, some people, there might be some young people in her chat who haven't even earned $200,000 yet, okay, in their professional career, right? Do you understand what I'm saying? She has an arrogance of making a lot of money from YouTube. I actually watched Damian Prince yesterday. Prince family, Damien and Bianca, they put up a video and they were talking about what happened as to why their YouTube channel came down. And it was very interesting. And basically, there was something that recently changed. And when the computers did their thing, there were some videos that triggered in the algorithm that made those videos no longer videos that pass muster as far as community guidelines. He said all of a sudden there were they started getting email notifications or YouTube notifications that they had community guideline strikes. And once it hit 3, all of a sudden everything was gone, even the Clubhouse channel, right? This happened to several people, not just Black people, not just the Prince family and the Beam Squad. It happened to lots of people, right? It was a glitch and they really didn't even have to do anything. They did check in, but he said within about 10 hours their channel came back up, right? These are people who work their channels. Were they mad? Bianca was like, look, we have a lot. Bianca, you know how Bianca is. Look, we have a lot of businesses, so we really weren't worried. We do a lot of things more than just YouTube. YouTube is, it's a big part of their business. And really, Damien chimed in from a standpoint. He said he loves doing YouTube. He loves documenting his family. He loves filming, all of those things. But they have other businesses. They are planning for the future. They have other platforms they work on. When it happened, was it a shock? Absolutely. Were they concerned? Financially, no. He said, we've made millions of dollars on YouTube. Like it was not just, yeah, of course we can make a lot of money and we love the money from YouTube, but we weren't really worried about it. We knew that they said they knew they hadn't done anything wrong, but he was talking YouTube and he was talking about the opportunity and how you can still make millions of dollars on YouTube. What this woman is doing, I don't know. What this woman is copping to, I don't agree with. She's basically like, my content is my content, and if you don't like it, don't tune in for it. She has already resolved that she may or may not grow. She says that she doesn't even do content that creates growth. She's ridiculous. She's ridiculous. Okay. Um, we could talk about this a lot more because you guys know I love talking YouTube. It's not about just the perception of me trashing people, because that's not really what I do here. We have a good time watching these videos, but to really break down what's really going on just from our view. I don't know what's really going on. I'm not at their house. I don't run their YouTube business. But as someone who has a YouTube business, okay, I can tell you what I know from running a YouTube business, right? And I think that when some of the YouTubers talk to people who don't have a YouTube business and they just really want to like this person and they also want to be part of the community that goes along with it, people are willing to jump on whatever side, like even if it's like, that doesn't really sound right. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you know what I mean? So I don't know. Anyway, I'm wondering if that was an LSA comment. Probably, right? It's LSA. She's talking to y'all. Absolutely. I think that comment was coming from LSA, because word on the street is that she's very active in the LSA thread. That's it and that's all. As far as what's going on with D, I don't know if she's still with that person or not. Neotera, what's good, sis? She I'll tell you this is a little bit of tea. There was, okay, so the Pastel Sisters Instagram channel. I hope I'm getting this right. This is in the form of gossip and tea. There was a post, and her helper came through and dropped a comment. What the comment was, I can't tell you what it is right now, but if you go over to the threads, I'm sure it was posted over there. I'd have to dig through my Instagram comments. I did have the screenshot of it. But the helper is still in the mist, as recently, or as in the past few weeks, over there commenting. Now, why do you need to comment on stuff? I've got friends who post stuff all the time. I do not go and write comments unless I feel like being seen. Marilyn, what's up? Mrs. Pete, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of those, are you just trying to be seen? And if we're not supposed to be hanging out with each other, why are you wanting to be seen, right? Because at the end of the day, I don't think that the help is good for business over there, because the help is engaged in illegal internet activity. And I will say that, and it's not alleged because she doxed me. So I can say for sure, as a victim of that weirdo, that weirdo put up a post that I've got screenshots of, and has verbalized certain things in my direction that are felonious. Okay. Okay. So I think, her separating herself from weirdos who do weird shit that's illegal on the internet would be a really good idea, and meaning it, right? Because YouTube meeting up in strange places on kid channels or kid Instagrams is probably not a great idea. That's just what I would say. But anyway, let me stop. It's one of the contractors coming to build the classroom for the girls' homeschool. Girl, she's not doing no classroom. She barely has a table. It's definitely delayed. She has no business trying to homeschool those kids. Only reason why she's homeschooling is people keep asking why the kids aren't in school and they're 4 years old, because they're late. They've got late birthdays. They got late birthdays, and she doesn't want to pay for daycare. That's it. Well, and not even daycare, preschool. She doesn't want to pay. Remember, she said the school that she wanted to send them to, like, it's expensive. And she's got twins. She could send all of them to school by now. They could all be at the nice La Petite Academy. She could send them anywhere. But that costs money. I mean, I would say with 3 kids, she'd probably be paying a cool, on the low, because you're getting a multi-kid discount, maybe $800 a week. But she could be paying $1,000, $1,200 a week for, a shishi poo poo situation. If she wants to go shishi poo poo, I would say a minimum 1,000 and maybe even 1,500. It could be 500 a week per kid. Okay. She was crying and talking shit about her mom, but never addressed Chris and his big hippie ass. Oh, so Jasmine. Okay. Um, guys, don't forget to get back into. Um, I'm not going to say it in here. I guess I'll have to tomorrow morning early. So we'll have to talk about it because just my thoughts over the weekend of watching and reading a lot about Tori and Meg. Um, the reason why I'm just going to say this, the reason why I think that nothing is really making sense is because nobody's telling the complete truth. Is that like an awareness for everybody? Um, I think Tori really did do what he's accused of. I think that Meg, we already know that Meg said she had glass in her foot. Why she would have said that? And we know she was drunk, but why she would have said that, we'll talk about that tomorrow. Um, and Kelsey, why she would have said what she said in her interview that was well over an hour and very detailed, and then which was only 4 months ago, and now all of a sudden can't remember anything is very interesting. So, if you guys are not following Armand Wiggins, I found a new fave on recaps and watched his broadcast for 2 hours. It was really, really, really good. When he got to the call-ins, I dropped off. But if you're not watching Armand Wiggins and Muhammad from Lawyers for Workers, also following the Twitter feed of the Daily Mail and the LA Times and Rolling Stone, you're missing out a lot. There's a lot of good coverage going on, no matter how you feel about it. I mean, sis got shot in the foot. You know what I'm saying? And there's no lie about that. There's a whole surgeon, a whole board certified surgeon who testified to the particles, to the shrapnel, to all of the things. She was shot. And with the weapon that was used, it was not an accident. It's a semi automatic that needed a great deal of pressure to be fired. So this is such a compelling case, and we're going to get into it tomorrow, talk about that some at some point during the day because I got time. Okay, I got time right now. Anyway, guys, have a good evening. We'll get back into Keisha. If you guys want to do this tomorrow, hit the like button for me. Let me know. We'll take another 45 minutes and we'll talk about the new video. We'll do that tomorrow night. Tomorrow morning we gonna be Jasmine, and Strong Mommy Chrissy and get into these lives because Chrissy, I will give her her flowers on this read. Chrissy don't read well typically. Chrissy laid Jasmine's soul to rest today. And I was here for it. It was quite entertaining and it is what it is. Anyway, um, girl, Miss 10K rich. Yeah, that's not the case anymore. Armand Wiggins is I like him a lot. Very, very good. I've heard of him. I've seen him before, maybe back in Tasha K days. Am I getting that right? But I hadn't really tuned in. And this is such an interesting topic. And he came right in with like the juicy details and wasn't like he served it. And it was very interesting and I'm here for it. So I'm definitely adding him to my list of people that I'm listening to and hearing what they have to say in their accounts because some people give you like the straight kind of details. Like Muhammad with Lawyers for Workers, he's going to come out and he's going to give you the details. He's going to tell you, yes, some stuff happened here and there. And I did subscribe to his subscription thing. Armand, he gave the details, but girl, he gave the juicy details and the tea. Okay. And I'm here for the tea, right? So anyway, guys, this was fun. Steph DIY, I see you, boo boo. What is wrong with sis? What is wrong? Y'all, I hope I'm not Steph, don't get mad at me, but Steph is a mod over there at Mom Dukes. Girl, what is wrong with Mom Dukes and her sister and her daughter rather? Why is Mom Dukes and Jazzy? Is this normal for them? Do you know anything about Cheryl Dukes and her daughter Jasmine? Why they are showing out on this internet? Are they capping for clicks and coin, or is this legit? Ty Cherie, what's good, boo boo? guys, this was fun. We'll catch up again tonight. Excuse me, tomorrow night. See, I'm already getting tired, guys. You see how I get. We gonna get into this, and we gonna get another portion. I don't know if we'll finish it up, but if you guys want to split this up, let me know. I'm seeing 161 likes. Let's get to 200 likes, and I will be here tomorrow night. So if there's 40 people in the bushes who have not yet hit the like button, what are you waiting for? Okay. The moms are stressed out. Girl, it's those gift giving struggle. Okay. They got lots of gifts to wrap and give. And I guess there's a problem. Okay. I'm not sure. I mean, I hate it for them. You know what I mean? But this is the harvest of the seeds that you have planted. Sherry Armand actually went to court. So does the guy Muhammad from Lawyers for Workers. He's in the courtroom. There's quite a few people in the courtroom. But yeah, I really do. I liked his recap. Maybe it was Friday, and I watched a couple of others, and I was like, he gave some great detail, and I enjoyed it. Let's see. Hopefully we can end with 200. That would be nice. Okay. That would be so nice. Okay, let me get back on this side. See if you guys have anything else for me, and that's it, and that's all. They're wiling. Okay. All right, so let me get up off of here, because if I have to come back in the dark, you know why, but I'm gonna try to get into and listen and see what's going on. I don't know if Chrissy went back live again. I'm sure Jasmine, what's her damn name? Tuna La Fish. Sanjay. Bonsoir. Yeah, that's it, guys. I'm gonna let y'all go, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful evening. And you might see me back for a minute if there's something come back for a minute worthy. We're gonna see. Okay. All right, you guys take care. Have a good evening, and we will pick up where we left off tomorrow. Again, hit that like button for me. Okay. Take care.